Welcome back to North Dakota Today. We are live at the Living Ag Classroom at the 54th Annual KMOT Ag Expo. And joining me is Rhonda Stratinger. She's the coordinator for the Honey Promotions booth here at the Living Ag Classroom. Thank you for taking the time. This is a busy place. It got started this morning. There's fourth grade students from around the region. Tell me how this works and how they go from booth to booth.
Okay, there's about 13 of us, North Dakota commodities and nonprofits and organizations, co-ops, that do these shows. There's 3 of them that happen in the state during the February, March area, and January. And we do, fourth grade classes are invited to come, and we do 6-minute presentations so they get a taste of what North Dakota is all about, agriculture. And they get a taste of all the different wheat, milk, dairy, honey, whatever is here. And they get a wonderful day of a field trip day. Yeah. And they get to come and see what agriculture's all about.
You know, I found it interesting as the kids you had mentioned it's 6 minutes per interval. And we timed it so the whistle blew just before we came on the air. So we probably won't hear the whistle, but there's a whistle that blows. That means time to go to the next station. So right now we've got some fourth graders on the ground here getting a presentation on honeybees and honey. And I found it interesting too, Rhonda, as a group of kids was coming in, as they came past me, 2 of the boys said, "I'm a farmer." They're proud of that. Kids are proud of growing up on farms in North Dakota.
They very much are. And a lot of them already know what a lot of us are telling them. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, when we get to the eastern part of the state, the Fargo one that we do, a lot of kids aren't aware. They're aware of the field crop thing, but not the animal part of it. Like we are cattle and bees and sheep. And so and NDSU brings over live animals at that one. Cool. And they get to actually see a lot of, and also they have a lot of non-born North Dakotans that live in the Fargo area, and they are just fascinated by like one child didn't know that a hamburger comes from a cow. So this is what we're trying to do, educate these kids.
Okay, let's talk about honey. And what is it that you've got a series, you've got 8 questions up there trivia questions that you ask the kids. What is their knowledge of honey, and do they realize how big of a deal it is in our state?
A lot of them are aware of the beekeepers because a lot of them have bees on their land or on their grandpa's land or uncle's land. However, they're not aware of like the pollination part. We really try to stress the pollination part and how 1/3 of our food that's on the table is there because of pollination from insects. A lot of it's the bees. And also, they're all aware of the honey. They all know good North Dakota honey. We are the #1 honey producer in the whole nation. We have been that for 15 years. We can ship out 33 million pounds in one summer. So that's a lot. So be gentle to those bees in your garden and in your fields. We need that. But no, they do know a lot around here. Here in Bismarck, they do know a lot about the honey, but they learn little how we get the honey from the bees and how we ship our bees down to California and stuff like that. So.
I think you said this is your 31st year being here.
Doing this show, yes.
Okay, what have you found over time? Have students evolved in their knowledge of agriculture in the state, or is it about the same as it was when you first started?
I think it's a little less knowledge. I don't think they get out and experience like they used to, and a lot of their grandpas and uncles have left the farm. A lot of the farms are no longer there anymore either. But they're still very knowledgeable, I think, around here. They're very knowledgeable.
Do they ask good questions?
They do. Often it's not a question, it's they want to share their bee sting, or my uncle has bees and stuff like that. Yeah. But no, they do. And these teachers are taking this. These fourth grade teachers are the same teachers that come year after year with a different class, and they take back all the information us commodities give them, and they incorporate it into their daily work. And they come knowing some of this already because they're studying bees at this time, or they're studying dairy at this time.
Okay. We're down under a minute here, Rhonda. First of all, thank you for your time. And if you notice, there are 4 different instructors that cycle through here. You all get the cool bee shirt if you're one of the instructors. But you're going to be in Bismarck for the International Ag Show coming up in February. There's a whistle. They're moving from station to station, and then you're going to be in Fargo later on.
Right. We have our own show in Fargo. There's not tied into an ag show. It's just our commodities at the fairgrounds in Fargo.
Okay, Rhonda Stratinger, thank you so much. Very knowledgeable, and I appreciate your time. And before the kids come swarming through here using a bee term, we're going to talk about wheat. But first, we're going to take a break. We're back. We've got more coming up on North Dakota Today right after this.